Greetings everyone and welcome back to Let's Play A Link to the Past. Alright, it's time to do Dungeon 3. We're going after a third pendant. This is the Tower of Hera. Get used to those switches because they're everywhere in this place. Okay, let's see. Gaze into the... Oh, I mentioned this in the previous video, but this is where it first officially tells you in the game. The magic mirror will teleport you back to the entrance of the dungeon. That'll be useful later on when we get to these really big dungeons. This one, however, isn't very big. It's just a tower. It's actually a very quick dungeon. I would say it's probably the shortest of them all, but I'm probably wrong. This dungeon is actually pretty hard, though, for the enemies that are in it, because most of the enemies that are in it are strong. These red-headed skeletons, for example. It's pretty tough. They like to throw bones at you. It's not good. Also, these moldworms are nasty little critters. Their movement is semi-random, so it's kind of hard to predict where they're going to be. It's a little bit of foreshadowing, too, because, well, I won't talk about it now. You will see! Anyway, now that we have this key, let's go check out this door. There's bound to be something good down here. Alright, this is one of those rooms where the tiles come to kill you. Now, unlike the other rooms, this one you actually do have to wait it out. So your best bet is to try and find yourself a corner. You could run around in circles like I'm doing, but sometimes that doesn't work. Your best bet is to find a corner and try to slash at them. Your shield, for some reason, even though it's huge, will not protect you from the tiles. Protects you from fireballs, not from tiles. Go figure. Now, not every tile from the floor is going to come up. It actually just forms a pattern of kind of like a skull and crossbones type deal. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, moldworms. These things are, like I said, they're nasty as hell, and they're probably going to kill me. Yup, dead. Well, shit. That's okay, though. We've got a fairy. It's always good to keep at least a fairy or two in your bottles because they will save your life. They will revive you. Of course, when they revive you, though, they only fill 7 hearts, so they don't fill your entire life. It's pretty good, though, since I only have 8 hearts. It's not really that big of a deal. It's most of my life anyway. Good thing about these red skull guys, though, is that one arrow will take them out. Yet another dungeon where we get the big key pretty much right away. Alright, now we're going to take the other path, those stairs down there. First of all, though, you can shoot an arrow at the switch. Or I guess you could have gone back and hit the switch if you really wanted to, but the cool people use arrows, that's for sure. These guys are pretty nasty. They seek you out. They take 3 hits to kill, the blue ones do at least. And they're usually in rooms with holes in them because you can actually knock them down the holes, and that'll kill them easier, but anyway, yeah, these guys, not so fun. Like I said, a lot of strong enemies in this dungeon. It kicked my ass at first when I was a kid. These star platforms, if you step on them, it shifts the holes. So what you do is you can step on the other one and shift them back to the way that they were. We don't need to do that. We actually don't need to shift them in this room either because the switch is where we need it to be. There we go. Pretty simple room. Your best bet sometimes is just to ignore the enemies so that you don't get killed. Oh, that didn't go well. This isn't going well. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. I'm trying to kill them because I'm hoping for hearts, but it's probably for the best just to leave them alone. A compass! Man, you get all the items pretty quickly in this dungeon, but that's because, as I said earlier, it's shorts. An orb known as the Moon Pearl. Protected, blah, blah, blah. Nah. Well, I can't get to it, so, Nope, can't get it. Well, guess I don't need it. Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting that pearl. I don't think I really need it. Not important. Those little rhino dinosaur-type enemies are pretty cool. I always thought it was neat that, you know, they had those in the game. They're fire-breathing. They're pretty cool. I'm pretty sure there's another version of them later on where they move really fast, but for now, they move at a nice leisurely pace. Nothing too dangerous. And actually, the boss is right through there. We're already to the end of this dungeon. And I'm pretty much dying. That's okay, though. I know where I can find some fairies. Alright, so, jump down this little skinny hole up here. And remember when I said earlier in dungeons where you can fall into the pots, you pretty much end up in an area where there are fairies? Well, here we have to fall all the way down to the bottom of the dungeon, but that's okay. We at least get a warp out of here, and that warp will take us back to the room we were in. Probably should have caught one of those from my bottles, but whatever, I'm feeling lucky. Alright, let's go up here and fight the boss. Remember how I said the Moldorms are nasty sons of bitches? Well, guess what the boss is? A giant Moldorm! Yes. Basically, his only weak point is his tail, and you have to hit him. He moves around randomly too, like the other guys. This boss is also in Link's Awakening as a boss of the Tail Cave. Pretty cool. It works the exact same way. If you fall down any of the holes, you will end up in the room below you, and you'll have to start this fight all over again. His hit points will regenerate, and it's not good. This guy, he used to kick my ass a lot too as a kid. But right now, he's gonna be pretty easy. Oh yeah. Blow that shit up. Alright, I didn't let it touch the ground that time, guys. Are you happy? There you go. Anyway, we've gotten our third pendant. We now have the pendants of wisdom, the pendant of courage, and the pendant of power. This one is the pendant of wisdom, by the way. With all three pendants, we can go to the Lost Woods and gather that Master Sword up and start really kicking some ass. But I'll leave that for another time. I'll see you guys later.